The developmental assets is a philosophy where basically you're helping these children build building blocks, positive building blocks, to being successful adults.
The 40 assets is a step in the direction of understanding what life path is taken by kids, whether they're from an affluent family, whether they're from a poor family, whatever the situation.
It also rounds out your thinking as to what you need to be doing. The list of 40 assets, you may look at them and say, well, geez, I didn't think about this one, or we ought to try this one, or we ought to develop this one. And so it's not just something logical, but it becomes a model for consistently improving not only your program, but your community, which is ultimately, of course, the goal.
What the asset framework has actually given us is a common language to use and a common direction to go to make sure young people are getting what they need.
The other important part of it is its research component. And the research basis for the developmental assets shows just so conclusively what a difference having more and more assets in a child's life makes.
A lot of people think of asset building as activities. Well, you can use the philosophy and any activity will do, because you're really looking at activities where you have caring adults working with kids.
I'm a programming person. I wake up in the morning thinking about how can I plan this activity to make it go more smoothly, how can I manage this group of kids, how can I manage this staff, and I think about, oh, okay, we can talk about communication between family members. I mean, that's what I instantly think of. Let's do a new program that will address this asset, and I think that's where a major shift in my thinking was.
It's not a program, but it's what you wrap everything in. We talk about it in terms of the wrapping of everything you're already doing, wrapping it in the asset approach.
Our staff has been trying to incorporate the assets within the program so that each kid, as an individual, takes something positive home with them.
One thing about children, they're going to make mistakes. Well, if you're making mistakes in a nurturing environment, then it's going to be fixed. It's going to be, you're going to learn something else, and that's what this environment is all about.
I was shy. I couldn't talk to adults. I couldn't carry, a conversation, much less, face them and say hi. Things like that really intimidated. And I guess what the assets did was just gave me self-confidence.
The benefit of assets is a two-way street. I certainly can't say that young people are the only ones that benefit from it.
If we all would work even harder together to look through the minds of the kids and what they really need and what they deserve and what our society should be doing for kids and try to instill these assets in them, it can't help but make for a better society in the future.
Assets in action, just living, doing what it's all about, I think is probably the best way to get the asset message across. You can talk about it, you can share it with people, they can think and brainstorm ways to do it, but when you just do it, then it becomes this kind of gift to everyone around you.